He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to Marengo, Illinois, where a man in his 60s was transported to a trauma center after he accidentally shot himself during a training exercise at a gun range in Marengo. The fire department responded at 7:16 p.m. last Wednesday. To the report of a person who was shot. It was reported at a business. We're stretching this article into as many lines and words as we can. He was shot in the leg, taken to a level 1 trauma center. That was literally 2 paragraphs that I just said. Injuries were non-life-threatening at the time. Appears to have been accidental, according to the police. A police sergeant said the discharge occurred during a regularly scheduled training exercise. Okay.
Yeah.
A citizen patron was struck in the thigh by the bullet after it was unintentionally discharged from his own pistol while preparing for the drill. The victim, a male in his mid-60s, will not be charged. So.
Imagine getting charged with your own gunshot wound.
Especially when you're at a shooting range. You know, like, of all the places you could get charged with, reckless discharge of a firearm, which I guess one could probably argue. That's not reckless, really. You didn't endanger others, just yourself. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of becomes one of those, like, suicide's against the law so that they have a legal right to interact with you. So it could also be that, like, it's illegal to shoot oneself so that they can legally be like, we need to take you to the hospital.
Yeah. There was a guy in my last class who talked about that. Not to get dark on our fun show or anything, but he was actually at an indoor range when a guy offed himself.
Yeah.
And it sort of freaked him out because it's like if he decided, I want to take some people with me, he was like 2 stalls down.
Right. And
just sort of weirded him out a little bit. But anyway, on that fun note, the off season begins. So
yeah.
We're officially off season. Yeah, it snowed here this past weekend. By the way, I was out plowing snow while Jeff was shooting a match, and
it was 70 degrees. It was beautiful.
It actually got pretty cold up here. Overnight lows were like in the low teens. It was,
wow.
Yeah, it like winter showed up for a little bit, but then today it was really nice. It was like 55. You can tell I've already been screwed up by winter because I'm like, it was really nice today. It was 55.
Yeah, the Omaha forecast is just as weird. It's, we were like 28, 25, something like that when I got home after it was 72. And then it was freezing yesterday morning. It'll be 72 on Friday, and then it rains a lot. So,
living out in the Black Hills, it can get very warm out there in the winter. Like dead of winter, it'll be like super cold where I live on the eastern side of the state. But like in the Black Hills, it's in the Banana Belt. It gets kind of warm. There was one time in March, I left Rapid City. It's like 75 degrees. I didn't stop the whole way to Sioux Falls. I get out and it was 10. It was weird. Really weird. But anyway, so the off season begins. What are you doing with your off season, Jeff?
Well, my off season began when the last shot was fired at Oklahoma section and we celebrated by drinking way too much. First thing I'm doing is nothing. Just nothing. Mm-hmm. Sleeping in on Sundays, not worrying about the next match.
No tactical abomination?
Right, it's unlikely. I'm super not motivated to do it, but if I do, it'll be just a random, kind of warm Sunday that I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I mean, my body's already used to waking up at that time, but
when you feel like it,
yeah.
If I feel like doing it and feel like going,
yep. Because I know Ben has talked about this before, but the off season's really something that only people north of the Mason-Dixon consider, because south of the Mason-Dixon, they can shoot year round, and they actually have to learn to space stuff out, because I know at least the Omaha gang, the majority of us are tired. We're tired balls. They're pretty much everyone has voiced at least an excitement of, okay, let's take a break. Let's woosah. Let's get some ammo reloaded. Like, I'm going to spend a lot of weekends over at my friend's house reloading ammunition in the garage. I need to figure out a dry fire routine, and other than that, I'm going to do fuck all.
So you have to go over to Weitzel's to reload all your ammo? You do not have a press at your apartment?
Nope.
Oh, so what do you do while you dry fire then?
Well, that's the conundrum.
Okay.
Normally I'll put like a show on, but it can't be too interesting or I'll start watching the show. And if I sit down, we're done. So it's suboptimal compared to my old system.
I have an idea. You're going to hate it, but I think it'll work for what we're talking about. Here's what you do. So get all your primer tubes. And I'm sure Todd's got a bougie, filler machine, which is a thing. I don't care how much money I ever have. I refuse to pay $500 to have a little fucking machine fill primer tubes for me. Instead of reloading ammo, just fill primer tubes in between your little dry fire breaks. Do it on the counter, wherever you make your drinks.
Yeah, the only problem is that filling primer tubes only takes like 5 minutes. We bitch about it, but it's not like I tend to end my reloading with it. So likely what I'm going to do is take my guns with me to the Weitzel's and just dry fire in their garage. Is the most logical thing to do.
This is a recipe for not dry firing. I can already see this because it's not like you're going to go over to their house every day.
Well, I don't intend to dry fire every day.
Okay, how often would you dry fire?
2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
Like
you're not going to drive. How far is it to their house? They live like far from you, don't they?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
Oh, it's not that bad. Okay.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying that I will only dry fire when I'm reloading. I'm just saying that I will make sure to dry fire while I'm reloading. So I don't know. Figuring out some type of routine will be a net positive. Because Oklahoma showed me that if I do basic maintenance of my gun and I practice a little bit, I can kind of be okay at the sport. I just keep saying that and I don't do it.
No, if you actually went hard and
giggity.
I didn't see that coming.
That's what she said.
Oh, man.
It's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that was the wrong button.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
I mean, it is fucking Tuesday
yes, we're recording on Veterans Day. And
to give a little behind the scenes. Ooh.
Yeah. Why did we only do one?
Because I was exhausted.
Oh, yeah. You were tired, and I had to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
To get ice off of roads that we couldn't get off the roads. And then I thought about texting you yesterday to go, hey, should we record the Patreon Monday night? But I was tired, boss. Yeah. I was really tired after getting up at 3:30 or 3:15 or whatever the hell time I got up to go dump salt on roads. But it was not fun.
And I was a little busy with some things, so I wouldn't have been able to anyway. So we have found the time. I punched some students in the face, and now we're here.
My off season is going to consist of fun stuff. A lot of it will still be gun related. I am very much looking forward to setting up 10 millimeter on my 650 and cranking out a bunch of that. I bought some bullets the other day. I got 500, 180 grain extreme bullets. That I'm going to load up for the 10 millimeter, and I'm going to crank out a shitload of 9 millimeter. I'm going to teach my son how to load 223 ammo, because I don't want to. And that's the sort of thing that he'll get into, and he'll enjoy. He's certainly old enough. I trust him. We actually had a little range day today, and he has gotten so safe. He's older now. He turns 13 in January. He's been around it now for a long time. He's so safe. Like, I pulled up, and the Yahoo in Bay 7 pointed a gun at us as we're driving in. You know, he's at the picnic table, and he's facing it like, yeah, he's picking it up off the table, whatever, but he still, like, directly pointed it at us.
Yep.
Like, Jesus Christ. I still treat, like, the table at the range like it's the downrange thing. So when I'm handling shit, then I'm handling it so it's pointing downrange.
Yeah.
You know, don't handle guns on the side that's facing everybody else.
Right. If you want to put yourself at risk by putting the gun down and then walking down range of it, that's your own prerogative. But pointing at other people is a dick move.
Yeah. Well, handling it while it's pointed, like, guns that are not touched don't make me nervous, especially if they're locked open. I don't care about that at all. But if you're going to handle it and point it around, like, point it downrange. How about that? No, we had a good time. We went to the rifle range first. The whole purpose of this trip was my dad's 7mm Magnum that he was working on when he died. It's all finished. My brother got the stock finished. It looks amazing. Yep. I went and bought rings for it. I bought the rings that I thought my dad would get. He liked the old school loophole bases, which this is something you won't understand. I don't even understand it because I tried to put them on and I couldn't get them on. I didn't get it. And so I'm like, fuck it. I'll take them back and then I'll get the rail that Isaac at Shields was teasing me for not getting. And I said, well, I'm only getting them because my dad would have never bought a rail. He's like, oh, okay, that's a good reason. But I ended up getting the rail anyway. And and it's 4 screws and it's done. The only problem is I couldn't find my Loctite, so I didn't actually get it put on tonight. My Loctite is somewhere buried in one of these boxes, and I'll probably just buy more Loctite. That'll be easier. So I didn't actually get to shoot the 7mm yet. It still doesn't have a scope on it yet. It will later this week, and then this weekend I will shoot it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. My ammo arrived. The elk ammo and the Piston Hot 10mm ammo. More on that a little bit later. But I just wanted to mention here, while I was there with my son, I was mistaken. I had not shot 24 rounds through the 1911 I got. The Tisas.
The Tisas?
I had only shot 16 rounds through it. So we shot the rest of that box of ammo. So now I can give you a 2-shooter 50-round review of that gun.
Oh, man, that's all the information you need on
I
a
know.
1911.
It ran flawlessly, except for one round. The case got thrown straight back into my forehead.
Is that a malfunction?
I think it was. I think it was a little cold and it was a little dry. I think is all it was.
That's what she said?
Yeah, man. Oh,
it's fucking Tuesday.
On a roll, man. And I'm just setting them up like T-ball. This is great. So I had a perfectly round. The cover of this episode will be my forehead with a perfect 45 caliber grease ring from the case that went straight back into my forehead when I was shooting the 1911. But no, my son shot it and he absolutely loved it. Just he's wanted to shoot a 1911 forever, and so he finally got to. He likes old guns too. He knows. He's like somewhere between me and Jeff in terms of like old gun knowledge. He knows more than I do, but he's not Jeff level yet, quite yet. But
don't get to Jeff level. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
have social skills, make friends.
Well, you do that too.
It's a very recent learned skill.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't get to. When will your off season end?
I kind of alluded to it in the last episode. Probably February 1 for me is when I'll start dry firing. Yeah.
Because when's your first major?
Probably that I care about shooting.
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to do Northwoods, unfortunately.
I said boo this man.
It'll be Great Plains.
Okay.
And I'll be running that, so that's not even really my first major. My first major is probably going to be Cornhusker.
Okay. So, would you?
I went hard with majors last year, and I already told my wife, like, I'm not shooting that many matches.
Yeah,
far away this year. She's like, good.
With what you just said, does it change your start of dry fire at all?
No, it doesn't.
So about a 4 month pre first major.
Well, I'll be shooting matches though. Like the first, the spring dark match will be like late March, early April, or mid April, somewhere in there. I will. I kind of hope to do okay at Great Plains. I don't count on it, but I shot pretty well at Area 3, and granted, there was 2 match directors for that, but like I've been running matches long enough now. I feel like as long as the weather doesn't fuck me, plus it's going to be later. I still haven't been able to pin down the date because basically at this point, all I'm waiting for is confirmation from my wife and daughter as to whether or not we're going to have to make some sort of college trip at the end of May, early June. Great Plains is going to be a different weekend this year than it has been because my daughter graduates high school. The weekend it has traditionally been the weekend before Memorial Day. So it's either going to be the weekend after Memorial Day or the weekend after that. And I've already been told lots of reasons to not have it on either date. So save it. I don't care. I've already been told all the reasons why. So it's basically going to come down to that.
And this is the fun. As much as I bitch about our major match desyncing from what logically should be feeder matches, this is why that happens.
Yeah, because there's life, there's other events. It's not the only shooting sports that happen at ranges,
right? Which is wrong, but it's true.
Yeah. So that's basically mine will end on February 1st probably, and then I'll start dry firing.
I don't know when mine will be because I kind of want to shoot Northwoods. There's a growing kind of Omaha crew that wants to go shoot it, but I'm not really sure when I'm going to take life seriously again because life's a joke and then we die. So
okay,
but I don't know. Maybe I'm deluding myself into thinking that my season will actually end because I just know that I need to not focus on it because I've started the season too early before and it fucked me hard later in the season.
If you're willing to be sort of disciplined and like when it starts, treat it like spring training or fall camp or whatever you want to call it. Hell, start at March 1. 2 months is plenty to get going for Northwoods.
Yeah.
As long as you do it hard enough. I'm also kind of hedging just in case I do get to shoot Northwoods. As of right now, it's looking like probably not, but just between preparing for graduation is why I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to do it. If I leave for even just a one night and then shoot a day and then come back, I have a feeling my wife will be very unhappy if I do that 2 weeks before graduation happens. So
yeah,
but good news is we're not having it at our house, so maybe I don't have to. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month, and you will get all of this episode. Yep, we're cutting it off right here if you're not a patron. If you were a patron last week, did we have a great little cliffhanger? Was it a cliffhanger? Don't tell anybody what it was, Jeff, but it was a doozy, and it was awesome. And it made a
lot of people happy, except for me.
It was a fantastic reveal. If you want to do that,
annoyed.
You could go back and listen to that fantastic reveal in episode 179. Yeah, 179.
A very annoyed Jeff.
Very annoyed Jeff, and I laughed. I was coughing my lungs out. Anyway, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month. Don't forget our Reddit, r/NASS on Reddit. MW Activewear's got the finest jerseys. Northwoods, we already talked about it, May 2nd and 3rd, 2026. Forest Lake, Minnesota, they got the cash payouts, a grand each in LO and CO. 4 squads. There you go. Patreon.com/notanothershooting show. It's only $357 a month.